Virgin Atlantic Airways, a critical analysis for strategic management for hospitality and tourism by Laura Thompson, November 2018. Richard Branson was travelling home to his partner in the British Virgin Islands for Valentine's Day when his flight from Puerto Rico was cancelled due to low numbers. Anxious to get home, Richard borrowed a blackboard and wrote Virgin Airways $39 one way to BVI. Once he had secured funds from other passengers who were stranded, he hired a plane and flew home. Thinking that the situation was far too common at the time, that Airways really didn't care about their passengers, he decided to start his own airline. Most of the 19s were dedicated to building up the fleet of airplanes and improving the customer experience on the ground and in the air. In 1999, Singapore Airlines were allowed to purchase a 49% stake in the company, leaving Richard Branson control. At this time, Virgin Atlantic was valued at approximately £1.225 billion. In 2008, Virgin Airways operated a pioneering biofuel demonstration between London and Amsterdam. This was the world's first flight using biofuel by a commercial airline. After the success of the flight, Virgin Atlantic has ordered 15 of the 787-9 Dreamliners, which burn around 27% less fuel per passenger than the current models. The new joint venture with Air France-KLM will take off in the second half of 2019. The important thing is the connectivity it will provide Virgin Atlantic. Currently, Virgin has great connectivity in the United States with Delta Airlines. Virgin have 46 airplanes based at 3 airports and 6 locations where staff are based. 15 patents relating to airplane seating, plans and the seat beds for the upper class areas. Virgin own buildings that enable them to offer some of the best training around. Financially, Virgin was in trouble until they entered joint ventures. The new venture Virgin and Delta are entering into with Air France-KLM will enable all airlines to offer a greater selection of destinations to their passengers. Human resources lay in the 7,331 employees that are looked after very well, enabling them to offer genuine customer service to make their passengers loyal due to service received. Managers come from a variety of backgrounds, bringing diverse experience and views. The current route map only shows the main destinations with Delta. They have several points where they can switch passengers over to continue their journey. Combined, they currently offer over 200 destinations. In 2016, when the UK voted to leave the EU, the pound dropped its value and still has not recovered. This, combined with the uncertainty of how things would progress and the implications for future business, impacted most businesses, including Virgin Atlantic. Business travel slowed and so did overseas holidays. Turnover suffered and so did the employees. The number employed between 2016 and 17 dropped by 1.3%. Fixed assets have grown each year since 2013, with the company investing in more eco-friendly and passenger-friendly planes. Whilst the mission statement for Virgin Atlantic sounds great, even whimsical, it is not practical. How can it be measured? How do the staff know if they are meeting their goal? The mission statement for Virgin Group is much more clear, measurable, and is explicit, as it comes with 4 points that explain what they want to achieve. The customer base is business people, families with a high level of disposable income, and millennials who want to travel. The political analysis is overshadowed by Brexit. So much is resting on the government making a good deal. The most important thing for Virgin is the open skies negotiations with the United States. Most of their route network is to North America. Economically, the pound being at a low value, companies are reducing the amount of travel done for business to lower costs, and they may be looking for businesses closer to home, also to reduce transaction costs. Socio-cultural and technological are very closely linked, as people spend most of their social life on social media. Technology is used to find, book and organise travel and holidays. Then once there, post about it, comment and upload pictures, right from the airport, through the flight and during the holiday. The Wi-Fi on the planes helps this addiction with the passengers who will talk about it during the flight. Environmentals are so much in the news and people's thoughts that it is not surprising Richard Branson is taking steps so that Virgin Group, and not just the airline, is at the front of the innovations with biofuel technology. Legal issues can be serious, but the only issue Virgin Atlantic has currently is with the union for the pilots. Competitive rivalry is high, as Virgin is constantly fighting with other airlines for customers. Potential entrance is high. The cost of setting up an airline is very expensive. Buyers are high, as travel agents and websites can attempt to steer customers to different companies where they may get more commissions. Substitutes are low. Apart from cruises, customers cannot easily get to their destinations without flying. If the Hyperloop ever becomes viable, it may pose a significant threat to airlines. Suppliers are at a low level, and there are very few carriers compared to suppliers, so this is the one area Virgin has an upper hand. Strengths of Virgin are in the public image of Richard Branson, the 30 years the company has been operating, and its public credibility for good customer service. Weaknesses of the airline are the emerging public concern for the environment, the possibility of industrial action, especially from the pilots, and the limited scale of operations. Opportunities include the growth of the network through joint ventures, the global tourism growth, and initiatives offered by emerging tourism destinations. Threats to Virgin Atlantic are the competition from other airlines trying to lure away their customers, technology breakdowns or interference, and advancement in technology such as the Hyperloop becoming viable. Terrorism is a threat, but one we live with daily now. Nature is also a threat with natural disasters, but these are predictable and to a degree mostly avoidable.